So here we are then on board with the two Mercedes drivers. You've got B-Dragon Sonic on top with UK Ball below. And we're taking a look at their qualifying laps today. They're coming down into the hairpin. Then you can see B-Dragon Sonic already slightly ahead, just marginally. He's been able to keep just a slightly higher minimum speed. So coming down the DRS straight. And UK Ball, well, just slightly behind here from what I can tell. Of course, the way we've done this isn't optimal. B-Dragon Sonic lifting off of the Urs. Very wide there went UK Ball, but you can see why he's done that. B-Dragon Sonic's got way more ERS deployed to use. And even then, he lifts off of it by the end of the straight. And then coming into and through the third and final sector, you can see UK Ball not really using the maximum of the car. He's not too confident there, but it is still pretty close. And coming through the final two turns, you can see he's a whole turn ahead as B-Dragon Sonic by the time they reach the line. And it's B-Dragon Sonic on pole from UK Ball. That's the front row, the two championship contenders. Then it's Mohamed Awawi and Enoch Yui. Ichinose in fifth after having quite a good season, and OnePlus F1 on sixth. Then it's Ultra Bro, Zygmunt, Nando Loris, and Mini. That's your top 10. Then Zeph, 11th, bad qualifying for him. Then it's Salas Kynes and Einet Badness. Lois Leclerc in 14th, and then it's Catfish and Alan Lee. The other manner of Batuka, and then it's K Hori. Then Lewis Hamilton, Ravo, JD Venter, and Medicis. Well, here we are in the desert, ready for another duel in the desert with the two Mercedes drivers. All 5 lights go on. Lights out, and away we go for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and that's a pretty bad start from UK Ball. He's been passed by Mohamed Awawi at turn 1 already. Of course, he opted to go for the medium tyres, so it's not the optimal strategy, but he's already been passed by another medium runner, Ichinose. So coming down into turn 5 then, B-Dragon Sonic still holds the lead. Ichinose got himself up in the second. Ultra Bro in third with Mohamed Awawi in fourth. Then it's UK Ball who's dropped from the front row to fifth in a matter of corners. The side by side goes the Williams and the Force India, and Medicis getting a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. But my oh my, what an interesting first few corners we've had already, as we see Ultra Bro in the 77 in his final race is this BWT Force India, as far as we can see it. He's doing quite a good job there, unlike UK Ball, who's currently seeing his championship go out of the way as out of the race goes Mohamed Awawi. The Williams driver making a very uncharacteristic error. And we're now under safety car conditions. And if it were to finish like this, B-Dragon Sonic would take the World Drivers' Championship, as UK Ball needs to outscore him by 10 points. The easiest way UK Ball can do that, obviously, is he wins, B-Dragon Sonic is third, but also UK Ball has the fastest lap, because if not, then it's going to be tied on points. As all the drivers now bunched up behind the safety car. Safety car came out very quickly this time, which is pretty good. So we're on board with the 89 and now the 44. You can see Mercedes as we skip forward to lap 3, because we are under safety car and not much happens under safety car conditions. You can see obviously the difference in speed when it comes to the softs and mediums. We do have 3 hard tyre runners, but they are all on the bottom half of the grid, so whether or not it helps them out in finishing position Only time will tell. Safety car ending this lap, so the safety car will pull into the pits. It'll miss the final turn, and B-Dragon Sonic will lead us away on lap 4 of 20 here in Abu Dhabi. So he bunches up the pack, comes down through the main straight, and we go back racing here in Abu Dhabi. And you can see not many drivers trying to pull and overtake it too quickly there. Ichinose got a really bad start. Either that or UK or B-Dragon Sonic had a flyer of a start. And the latter seems to be true, as he set a fastest first sector of anyone. And he's put a whole second on Ichinose. Catfish sets a new fastest first sector as Zeph gets past his Nando Lorries with DRS enabled. As up ahead, someone seems to be past another driver, and I think that should be Ultra Bro getting past Ichinose. They're still fighting ahead of U-Cable, who's trying to find a way to get past Enoch Huey. As there goes Ultra Bro on Ichinose, the Japanese driver having no answer to that Force India. And as far as for the rest of his career, we do not know what's going to happen to Ultra Bro, but he is retiring while he is ahead in his career. That's very close between the Williams and Mercedes there. It almost had a collision. I'm looking further back down the grid, and Batuka's got a puncture. Oh, the number 25. Mano has a very quick car this season, but that is not what they would want it to have happen to them. And so that's a puncture from the number 25, and he's only just come into the third sector. He's got a long rest of the lap to go. So yeah, looking back with Batuka as he struggles to come through the final chicane. Second race in a row that these Tire Wolf tires have punctured. Last time out, it was this man, B-Dragon Sonic, who was taken out of the potential race win and championship, like his hero Lewis Hamilton did in Brazil in 07. And as Ichinose, MF1 World, and Ultra Bro, they're all fighting over that second position. We're on board with U-Cable, and this is very close between the two of them. Almost as if they're trying to collide with each other, but it's all too clean right now. And MF1 World currently coming out of this ahead. The number 19 just staying ahead of everyone else as B-Dragon Sonic comes across. Batuka here. A bit of a camera shake there. They're probably recovering from the entire puncture thing. But look at that. He's trying to pull out. As down the inside goes U-Cable on two cars there. What a move from the Brit. And this is what he needs to do. He's currently third, so he needs to get past both MF1 World. And oh, that's very dicey from Batuka's Ultra Bro. Gets a first second time penalty for causing a collision, and that seems to be with Ichinose there. You can see the Red Bull ahead of him. That's Enoch Huey. And the Hong Kong drivers had quite the season, alright. It's not the best season, and I don't think anyone has had a truly perfect season when it comes to it. And U-Cable has gotten up into second place. As Ichinose is facing the wrong way with Ultra Bro. And oh, they've caused a blockade here. That's a virtual safety car as Ultra Bro has been flipped. And will it get any worse? Because there is still a blockade with that Force India there. And it's a safety car deployed as Ichinose is out as well. The Sauber is out, and Hori's just backed up into Mini. So, my goodness me. Drivers peeling into the pits. The top two still staying out. Nando Lorries finds himself up into third place with all of what's happened back there. And they're double stacking at Toro Rosso. That's not going to be ideal. They had to fix Alan Lee's front wing, as well as give Iron of Badness a new front wing, it seems. And yeah, Batuko's been lapped, so the safety car's going to have to let him go by. Again, not too ideal for him. There's not too much he can do about that. So just looking down the order, you gotta say, great job for Revo to get up into 8th place with that absolutely awful Ferrari. Has just seemed to go backwards as the season's gone on. Stark contrast to what's going on in real life. If it wasn't for Canada, and you know what happened there. As into the pits comes B-Dragon Sonic and U-Cable. So Mercedes also double stacking. Hopefully this works out better than Toro Rosso's. Nando Lorries comes in, so Anok Huey, who has made his pit stop already, he's gonna inherit the lead of the race. We believe he will. As looking into the side, he has come out ahead of B-Dragon Sonic, but only just. MF1 Lord comes out ahead of these guys, as well as Zeph. So UK Ball currently 5th. Nando Lorries came out in 7th. Safety car ending at the end of lap 10 then. And you saw that cut appear because it's a safety car. That's what we do here now. So Anok Huey, for one of the first times in his career, he's going to lead us away from a safety car. Going down the straight here in the desert on Yas Island. And we're racing again in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And I think Anok Huey could have gotten a better start there, because you see B-Dragon Sonic still on his tail. About 0.6 of a second is the gap. It's not as extravagant as B-Dragon Sonic's restart. And he still holds the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, by the way. So if it does finish like this, UK Ball's hope at his first championship this season is gone. And you can see UK Ball diving down the inside of Zeph, and behind them, all manner of God is happening around them. Hori's been given a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. That seems to be with Medicis, and UK Ball gets past MF1 World, setting a fastest second sector in the process. It's 9 to go here in Yas Island in the United Arab Emirates, and that's very close to a collision for the Haas driver of Zygmunt in the 99. Almost touched the rear with Nando Lorries there. Everyone trying to jostle for a position. And then you've got Batuko, who's about 12 seconds behind everyone else. UK Ball setting a new fast lap in the process of that overtake. Definitely the work of DRS and ERS bursts. He's got 4% of deploy left. Meanwhile, the man behind him has 48%. So coming down the first of 2 long straights, B-Dragon Sonic, he's gaining. He's edging ahead and trying to find a way to get past, but he's just not quite there. He's gained to the point where he's about 1/10 of a second back. He's found the inside and he's got DRS, and you know what? He might actually fancy an overtake here. They go side by side into the hairpin, and that is the race lead for the championship leader, getting past the Red Bull of Anok Huey in his Mercedes. Yeah, and the 29 had absolutely nothing to defend with from that. Look at his ERS deploy. Both of them have nothing in the battery, as UK Ball's been trying to regen, as Wallace Leclerc has spun. Into the wall goes Wallace Leclerc. Looks like he's been spun by Himeni, as over it goes Wallace Leclerc, and it's a safety car as Ravers hit him as well. Full safety car deployed for that incident. So we're down to 17 runners. Hori comes into the pits for his second stop. I honestly expected this to be closer to a one-stop race with tires falling off at the end, but it seems like that's not going to be possible. We're on lap 13 of 20, 7 to go, and yeah, those mediums and softs haven't really been holding up perfectly. And if you're a Sky Q or Sky Class customer, you can hit the red button below this video, and you can receive updates on when I post a new video if you hit that bell. So subscribe right now. Do it, because we're under safety car and I have nothing else to comment on other than Batuka, who's just come out of the pits, and the safety car got out of the pits as soon as he was coming through. Truly an unfortunate incident for the Mano driver, as his teammate Salas Kynes is currently in 10th. He's driving quite the quiet race, as well as the two Renaults. The Renault team currently last in the standings after making literally 0 updates to their car. So into the pits comes Catfish and Kynes on lap 14 as well. So on lap 14 then, it's Mercedes, Red Bull, Mercedes thing, and we haven't seen anything like this in a long while in real life. And with George Russell setting pole in the Canadian Grand Prix in real life, I really just want to see Lewis Hamilton win a race. I just want him to win again. It's been too long. As the drivers now bunch up behind the safety car, a lot more gaps. But yeah. So, skipping forward to lap 15 then. Lap cars may now be allowed to overtake the safety car. We believe as into the pits comes an QE and UK Ball. Lap cars will be allowed to overtake the safety car as Nando Lorries also pits. They double stack at Red Bull, and I'm not too sure if that was the ideal option in there. And I think I saw some waving hands over at Red Bull when they had an QE stop. Is there a problem with one of their tires? There could be a problem with one of their tires on the Hong Kong man's car, so keep an eye on him. So as they come through, the second sex event, I'm sorry I haven't been able to do too much commentary right now. It's just, we're under safety car. Nothing happens in a safety car usually. So they're coming through the final sector now then. Lap 16 of 20, we're going to get 3 laps of racing here. These 3 laps should decide the title, with the UK Ball, Inocu and Nando Lorries being on fresh rubber. Safety car ending on this lap. So, who will come out on top today? Will it be B-Dragon Sonic? Will it be UK Ball making a monumental climb up the order? Or will it be another driver? Only time will tell. Because as we round out the final turn, hopefully for the last time, we go back racing in Abu Dhabi. As in, to the pits comes an Inocu. He's got a puncture. Ah, damn it. Unfortunate for him, as that could have been a very good position that he just lost. Monopost F1 World on the back of the Mercedes there could actually look as if he's got a move planned. He's 3 tenths down as the Ferrari of Medicis holds 13th over UK Ball. Great defense from the Greek driver, as the gap between the leaders half is 10th of a second. It's so close between everybody here. Everyone jostling for position, as they know this is the last time they can actually try and gain anything. The leaders, side by side, going down into the hairpin. Monoposto F1 World will lead the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Coming into the final sector then. Who's going to come out on top? B-Dragon Sonic going very wide, makes the switch back, but he has to take the outside line again. Forced wide IMF1 World. They go side by side, going through the double-hander, the first half of it, and he's found the inside line. Can the Nigerian squeeze his way through? Not quite. So onto lap 18 they go. 2 to go to the flag. And my goodness me, what an interesting final few laps we're about to have. Sigmund and Catfish behind this pair. And they are gaining somewhat. UK Ball got past Medicis and he's looking at the outside line of Nando Lorries here. MF1 World still holding the lead ahead of B-Dragon Sonic. And he's got DRS as the Mercedes driver. We do believe he's got the rear wing flap open. And they go side by side, going into the chicane. Who's going to come out on top? The German car or the German driver? As the 44 sends him down the escape road there. And it's a 4-way fight for the lead between the Mercedes, the Sauber, the McLaren, and the Haas. So coming down into the hairpin, who's going to come out on top here? That's 3 wide through the hairpin. You never want to see that happen because there's always a chance of a collision. But B-Dragon Sonic, he's held the lead for most of this race. He's taking it back from the Silver driver, and he looks for a way to get past him as the collision's been made there. That's Sigmund hitting the back of Solos Kynes. And my goodness me, UK Ball, he's made his way up into 10th place again. So coming down to the line, it's a penultimate lap of a very hectic Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. B-Dragon Sonic leads the way as everyone behind him jostles for position. This is absolutely insane. I love this. This is what we've been waiting for all season. This is truly amazing. The gaps between the drivers, basically nothing. Catfish sends it down the inside, and up into second goes the McLaren driver. As we see the field converging, 7/10 of a second though, that's the gap between the McLaren and the Mercedes, but that gap shrinking all the time as he's been sent wide. B-Dragon Sonic sent down to 4th by Zep as UK Ball gets himself up into 4th. B-Dragon Sonic back up into 3rd. And my goodness me, that's just changed the entire outlook of this race. The Williams leads the way as UK Ball gets past B-Dragon Sonic. And on the penultimate lap, where everything looked as if it was set in stone, the entire field's gone mad. Solos Kynes has gone into the wall. Mini has hit and the backwards face in Sauber, it seems, and airborne goes Medicis. Not Lewis Hamilton. He's got a 5-second time penalty for hitting the Ferrari. It's on to the final lap we go. Zef leads the way, a second ahead of Catfish, and then it's UK Ball and B-Dragon Sonic. As it stands right now, B-Dragon Sonic would still take the World Drivers' Championship because of Catfish's 5-second time penalty. So UK Ball really needs to get past Zephyr. He needs the race win more than anything right now. And you know what? He's making a good inroad on that by getting up into second place on the road. And Salos Kynes tries to get past B-Dragon Sonic. He's got the outside line, which is not the advantageous line. Going down into the hairpin and the start of the final sector of the 2017 season. And Salos Kynes is ahead of B-Dragon Sonic. And if it does finish it like this, I've got no clue who's going to be ahead in the World Drivers standings. But what I do know is this. After a very hectic final 3 laps here, where everything is still kicking off, there is one man who just about managed to get his way into the lead. Zeph comes home with the race win here in Abu Dhabi. UK Ball is second, Catfish third, but he's got a 5-second time penalty. Then it's Salos Kynes and B-Dragon Sonic. Then it's Ari as out of the race has gone. Monoposto F1 World. And we do have confirmation that by 3 points, B-Dragon Sonic is the 2017 BDS Formula 1 World Champion. By a whole 3 points. And if Catfish did not have that 5-second time penalty, that championship would have gone the way of UK Ball as Batuka comes across the line now. What a race! What a race! Here is your podium then. Zeph from UK Ball and Salos Kynes. The rest of the finishing order and the final championship standings will be on your screen. But for me, it's been a great season. What a final 3 laps. And it just adds for me to say, see you next time in 2018.